O'Reilly and Dave Daly right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave Cackley's over there. It's a Friday.
Yeah.
Couple of weeks of
Crazy
battering
time.
for you and me, man.
Man, it's just this is my problem with February. I
Okay.
hate February. This is the worst month. Despite the fact my son was born in this month, I hate this month.
Right.
Every week feels like 2 to 3 weeks, especially when the weather gets like this, and we just get pounded with crap.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's the only time of year my mood, because I'm an upbeat guy, you know me.
I do.
I roll with it. Everything just it's water off a duck's back.
Absolutely.
But man, February just annoys me.
Yeah.
I'm in a state of perpetual annoyance.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
You know what's got me thinking a little bit over the last couple of weeks and what we've seen?
Yeah.
And I'm not throwing mud at anyone in particular. This is like a ballpark statement. Our infrastructure in the United States really needs some revamping.
In what way specifically?
Well, I mean,
though?
dude, okay, so you wake up this morning and luckily, like last night, my internet was out and cable TV, which sucks, but it's an inconvenient loss, and there's always a backup plan, right? You could read books, you could watch movies, you could do whatever. Okay,
right.
You could watch movies, so you look at your rack of DVDs that you spent $20 a piece on, and then realize they're all on Netflix for free. That's a nice one. Yeah, it makes you feel good.
Yeah. You have a nice little DVD burning.
But then look back to when we had the vortex a week or so ago.
Yeah.
Turn your gas down because we can't handle the supply moving through. Then you get 150,000 people without power this morning, and then dude, our power supply infrastructure and everything else like that, it's a fragile system. It's remarkably fragile, and for 2019, there should be better investment made in keeping that kind of stuff going than there is.
You would think there would be something. I don't know what you do with power line. I mean, because they're power lines and they get affected by the weather.
You put them underground.
Somebody's got to put. I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. When this happens, we're inconvenienced at most. What's the longest we've ever been? I can remember being without power for 4, maybe 5 days.
Yeah.
These are even that it's really a minor inconvenience. I mean, what do you want to put into it to keep something from happening? And it happens maybe 5 days every couple of years.
No, I know. I'm saying, but
really.
The gas that, you know what? I'll tell you what, when that alert went off for the gas that we were all supposed to throttle back on heating our houses, I did. I jumped in. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. We'll turn it down. But, dude, there's no reason that should have had to happen. I mean, we should not have to do that. That you know what I mean? They should be investing in this stuff. And then take it to the next level with infrastructure. You're talking about roads, you're talking about bridges, you're talking about dams and all that kind of stuff. This stuff's just deteriorating, dude, and it's kind of scary.
You're right. It's all, but the thing is, all this stuff comes with a cost, and that actually it's a good segue into my first story.
Okay.
Progressive Democrats unveiled a Green New Deal to tackle climate change and transform the U.S. economy. Proposal calls for a massive overhaul of the nation's energy sector, lower greenhouse gases to a net zero. I believe they're trying to do that over 10 years. And there are also investments in education, infrastructure, and healthcare. None of this is going to happen. No way to pay. This is the problem.
Yeah.
Is you're trying to tackle too many things at once.
Right.
That's the problem with it. Heart might be in the right place. I don't know. I don't, like to infer anybody's intentions, but one of the things they were looking to do was basically replace planes with high-speed rails.
Well, they're going to add to them.
That's just not going to happen.
You don't think so?
I mean, no. I mean, they try to make a bullet train in California. They still haven't gotten that thing together, and that was supposed to go, I think, between San Francisco and Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Hey, so it's gonna replace. Yeah, it's gonna ease all the problems on the expressways out there. That didn't happen. Are people really gonna? Yeah, you know what? I want to take a slow ass Amtrak instead of flying somewhere. You're not. There are some other things, infrastructure, like you mentioned, that you can kind of maybe do something with Education, we spend a lot on education anyway. Healthcare, obviously, we need to do something with the healthcare system to bring costs down. Everybody's got an
Dude,
answer for that.
did you see the
I
news
don't
last
know.
night? There's some pill, and I don't know exactly what it does, but they were just giving it away.
Okay.
They were giving this pill away. They gave this pill to this kid who couldn't walk. He had some autoimmune disease take over, took away his legs.
Okay.
Gave this kid a pill. He started walking within an hour of taking this pill.
Mm-hmm.
The price on the pill went up to $375,000 a year.
Of course. Doesn't shock me.
That seems legit, doesn't it?
I mean, hey, if it
Yesterday it was
makes somebody
free.
can't walk,
Today we find out it does something else, and now it's $375,000 a year.
Like I said, everything, we can haggle about, should it be that high? Should it be that high? I don't know what the answer is to these. I'm not. This is above my pay grade. You know what it is, though? This is above the heads of most people voting on this stuff. How to pay for it? Like the solution is basically print more money.
But then the money has no value.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. There was one aspect though of this deal. It didn't have anything to do with climate change or anything like that, because I don't know what we do about that.
Right.
I really don't. I don't think, and only 35% of Americans think it's a pressing issue. So it's not a win for you if you get something like that passed. But one of the things was talking, I believe, a basic income for people, which isn't necessarily a bad idea if by that you would replace a lot of this other stuff. It would replace, like, I don't think this was part of their deal, but it would replace like Medicaid, or it could, and replace welfare, replace a lot of these other things that are taking a little bit of a bite. I don't know though. We've kind of talked about this before, but do you think that's going to lessen people's motivation? It does one of two things. It either lessens your motivation or it frees you up to do the things that you're really maybe passionate about.
I know this.
Or is it going to make us a bunch of lazy fat asses?
I know this. You're excited about it.
I am. I really think there's some. I would love to have an influx of cash. I know I would still be productive though.
Yeah.
I know that. I don't think, and I'm not putting myself up. I just think you need something to get you up and get you. We need to have a little bit of. We need pain. We need obstacles to overcome.
Yeah.
And the fewer obstacles we have, I think the softer we get. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to any of this stuff. I really don't. But the one thing that bothers me about huge proposals like this is you do this and they're not going to pass.
Yeah.
Because you want to say you tried.
Yeah.
That annoys me. It's like, try it. Take smaller steps. There are things you can do that you want to do that would be a benefit. Go smaller.
But you know what, dude?
Don't try
it's like we talked a couple, maybe a month ago. Today's politicians are the rock stars of the world.
Right.
So they're going to do rock star things. They don't want to take baby steps. They want to be on the news. They want to be seen. That's what it's all about.
It's not sexy and it's not clickbait.
Yeah.
Hey, Green New Deal. We're gonna reinvent the U.S. economy. Good luck with that. All right.
All right.
Oh, man, what else is going on? Acting Attorney General Matt Whittaker will testify before the House Judiciary Committee. Whittaker's testimony will give Democrats a chance to question him about his views on the Mueller investigation. It remains unclear if Whittaker will actually answer those questions or face a subpoena. If nothing else, it'll be good political theater. This is where you're going to see people. This is where you get your 5, 10, 15 minutes of fame, because you got to pound him with questions. And you can't answer the question the guy or the lady to the lefty or your righty just asked him. So I always enjoy the theatrics. It's fun.
Shouldn't be
good
a theater
sound bites.
show.
Yeah, but it is. Good times. Power outages in Muskegon and West Michigan could last through the weekend. A half-inch of ice accumulated during storms earlier this week. Over 143,000 still without power. Check into a hotel for a couple of days.
Sure, everybody can afford that.
No.
They're all sold out, too.
Yeah. Generators are good. You invested in a generator. It's
We
just
have one.
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last time we went to use the generator, a friend of mine, he's the minister, and he was going to be the on duty minister down at MIS for the weekend for the NASCAR race. And they were looking for a generator. I'm like, yeah, okay, you're going to go down and do some ministering. I'll let you borrow the generator. So I go get it all, because it's locked down on the deck.
Right.
Get it all unlocked, get it ready to go. All right, let's fire it up and make sure it goes good for him and everything like that. It's been so long since I used a generator. I pull the cord. The cord just pulls right out. The rope broke. So instead of me lending him the generator, I got to go spend $250 on getting the friggin' thing fixed.
So let me ask you this: does your generator kick on automatically when your power
It's a
goes
portable
out,
one, and yeah.
And what does it power your entire condo unit? Or
the only time I've ever had to try and use it, the power was out for a good while, and by the time I'm like, all right, so after like 3-4 hours, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go try this generator. Literally. Right. By the time I got it started, and it's a nice generator. It's got a battery, so you can turn it on with a key and everything, but the battery dies, and it's just not worth the money to replace that battery.
Right.
So I'm out there pulling the rope, trying to get it started. By the time I got it started, everything up and running, I turn around, look down the street, and the power's back on.
Just the way it goes, man. But it's nice. It's better to have it, not need it, than need it, and not have it.
Right.
So.
But if we ever do get another house or build out at the cottage place, we'll have an instant on generator put in. Yeah,
that's good.
Got to do it.
All right, sports. Michigan State hitting the hardwood this weekend. Sparty tries to break their 3-game losing streak. They'll host Minnesota. Michigan takes on Wisconsin. They try to get revenge from their first loss of the season. At Wisconsin. They'll host the Badgers on Saturday afternoon, and Lumberjacks back home for a pair against Central Illinois tomorrow 7:15 puck drop. Of course, that means you gotta work this weekend, man.
I'll be working. Everybody's working for the weekend, man.
All right, elbow grease.
Have yourself a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday.
Bye-bye.